none other, and I will be doing it solo. So that will be plenty of time for me to yab, no one to stop me, which will be great. But yeah, no, I think this are actually two interesting teams. Hopefully, because last week we did see Lovejohn on a terrible setup, so he didn't really play to his full potential. But I do believe, hopefully this time around, he'll be on a better setup. He's no longer in Sweden, thank God. Now he's only close to it in Zealand, so it's improvement for sure. But I do think he might be playing on his sister's setup or something like that, because his current setup is in Spain, unfortunately. But yeah, no, so I do think we will be seeing a better Lofton today, which could make this match interesting, because we are actually seeing like two very capable 5-digit tournament players teamed up with, you know, more new 6 digits, you know, who are still like grinding, getting that early PP. Real C, I definitely know it's a big grinder. Always comes to me and like, hey, yo, do you have any PP maps? And I send him some, and he's like, yo, this is too hard, and it's because he wants the aim slub, I guess, which I don't really play, unfortunately. And the other 6-digit we have is Simon, who I'm not too familiar with, if I have to be all honest. So I'm actually, it's going to be a little bit interesting to see how they perform. Mostly because, you know, unfortunately for these guys, this pool is just too hard for them. Like, they're going to be bottom tanking, like trying to do their best for their carry. So yeah, eyes are definitely going to be on Chukas and Lofton. As I said, who are very capable tournament players. I had the pleasure of playing with both of them in the 5-digit World Cup and the 5-digit European Cup. And of course, yeah, Lovejan, you know, I would say is the stronger of the two players, but I don't think that means we should necessarily throw Chukas out. As you know, of course, Lovejan is still not on his own setup, so I think there are plenty of possibilities for Chukas to pull some points home, and even potentially taking this one. Because even in that warm-up, you know, we did already see a little bit difference between their 6 digits. Real C sitting on like a 48%, while as Simon was sitting on a, I think it was like 30 or something. So, you know, it is like a slight difference. If you want to go into potentially the accuracy picks, I think it's the Nomad 5 and DT2, if I'm not entirely wrong. So potentially Real C could really pull it home for his team there, and also Chukas generally just being a really good tabbing player, at least in the 5 digits. Not to throw Lovejohn out though, but you know, he is usually your type of guy who complains about the more tabbing heavy maps. So I do think this could end up being a quite interesting match. I don't think it's going to be a sweep, and if it is, I'm going to be shitting on the team that loses. No way around it. But yeah, no, I think we just played one warm-up map. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be playing another one, as we did get a little bit late into streaming this match. So I think we're only seeing one. But yeah, I guess Chukas and Lovejan. Honestly, like, there are some strengths that are very familiar. I think they're both really capable gimmick players, which means, you know, when we're talking about the hidden 2, for example, it could be very interesting. Chukas, of course, like, you know, he's not scared of it. You would normally pick Lovejan to be the better one, but honestly, I've seen Chukas, you know, because he practices a lot, you know, he can really pull it off on a hidden 2. Which also I think means hard row 3-mod 2 is going to be really interesting, because I would be surprised if Chukas or Lovejan actually goes hard rock, because usually when you see, like, you know, a better player being teamed up with a worse player, when the teams are a bit unbalanced, usually you see the carry actually go for the hard rock. But this time around, we might actually see the carries go for the hidden, which would be very interesting. Yeah, what's up, Tixie? Yeah, I think it could be a banger matchup, man. I really hope Lovejan will be performing closer to his own standards this time around. Would be absolutely sick. Like, watching Lovejan getting a C score on a number 1, it just didn't feel right. It felt very uneasy. Okay, and I guess they did just play the second warm-up map, but I was just told it didn't show up, so that's why nothing's really been happening for quite some time. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see that. goddamn ban show. But we're getting into the rolls now, and Lovejohn with the absolutely goated roll of a 2. Holy, getting beaten by Chukas a little better, but 44. Lovejohn once again pulling down his team, already apologizing to his teammate. That is crazy. But yeah, honestly, it's hard to say. Like, I think Lovejohn probably would go in and protect the number 3. No, but then again, like, it's only 240 ppm. It feels hard to say that this number 3 is actually like alternating. I did practice it with some other guys, and like it was heavily, like, insanely single tappable. Being only 240 or like 120, but converted to 240 ppm single tapping. But still, again, it would be something Lovejohn should be comfortable on. I don't think protecting the hidden 2 is the play here. I don't think it's going to be something Chukas is going to be banning. Neither the free mod 2. So Lovejohn definitely has to go into some of his other strength. Yeah, Chukas a second pick, Lovejohn second ban, understandable. Some of these skills could be overlapping. It really depends on like what kind of maps in this pool you feel most comfortable on. So what is he gonna protect? Honestly, I would say probably Nomad Free. It's not. It could be Hidden Free. Honestly, Hidden Free is not bad. Hidden Free could actually be a good protect from Lovejohn here, because we definitely have to be looking into Lovejohn's strength here. He cannot be looking at his teammate for whatever he wants to play if Lovejohn and his teammate wants to win here. Damn, Chukas already complaining. Let the goat pick, Chukas. The goat decides whether he protects or protects last, or first to last. Oh well, unfortunately the ref does have his back. And a DT2 protect from Chukas, yeah, understandable. Real C looking to be the better player of the 6 digits, and Chukas being extremely comfortable on tapping, especially the higher BPM tapping compared to Lovejohn. As to be mentioned, like, it's not heavy, stamina heavy. It's not that the Lovejohn can tap up towards like 270 BPM bursts. He can definitely do that. You can't ag it as good probably as Chukas, but it's definitely more on the stamina department where Lovejohn falls off. So I think a DT2 protect here is very good, and then Lovejohn definitely has to look towards banning the Nomad 5. And yeah, Lovejohn does go for the hidden 3 protect. I think it's very, very good protect from Lovejohn. So honestly, 2 good protects here from either teams, where you really get to see the carry pop off. Though again, I do think because Realcy being slightly better than Simon, I do not know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong. And we do see the hidden 1 ban from Chugas. Again, thank God. It's a terrible song and a terrible map. Thank you, Chugas. Don't have to witness that. Even though I think, honestly, Lovejohn would probably pop off on that. That does seem like a Lovejohn map. But personally, that map is painful. That is a difficult hidden 1. It's kind of funny how the hidden ones all so far in this tournament, in both pools we've had so far, has been kind of difficult in their own respectable way. And now surely we see the Nomad 5 ban from Lovejohn. The matches will be starting soon. We just have to go through the pick and ban phase. So I would say give it another 1 to 2 minutes, and we should hopefully be getting into it. As we did see the last ban. Wait, no way he banned free mod 2. Lovejohn. There's still a Nomad. What? That's interesting. That is very interesting. Maybe Simon is some hidden prodigy in tapping that I'm unaware of, and if I am very excited to be proven wrong. Damn, Chugas getting corrected by the ref for his Danish. Yeah, Chugas, you're from the 1948, man. You're the real unk here. Alright, they have 2 bans. How could I forget? Jesus. I forgot. Yes, we have 2 bans. Alright. We're in the second stage now. There are 2 bans. That makes sense. That's probably why Lovejohn didn't and the number 5 already. And Chuga's removing number 1 fairly well. You know, if you're playing against Lofton, you know, he's just such a very diversified player who are just so consistent in whatever he does. It's absolutely incredible. So a number 1 where it really just comes down to consistency, Lofton is horrible, a terrifying player, I should say. Which, you know, couldn't be said last week where he got a C score in the number 1, but different circumstances. It's another day, and there it is. There is the number 5 man. Okay. I thought I was crazy for a second, but it does appear. Chugas, of course, said about it. You should have protected that one instead, Chugas. It's a better song, man. A better map. But I guess Realcy, who is a big DT grinder, probably feels a little bit more comfortable on the DT too. Alright guys, time to get some picks going. I think Lovejohn had the first pick. I think Chukas decided to get the second pick. Or was it second man? I think it was second pick. It was second pick, surely. So now the question is, are they gonna go into their protect pick early on for that comfortable lead? Of course, because losing your first map in the matchup, you know, can be quite devastating, getting an early breakpoint, and he is gonna go for his protect pick, which, you know, is fine. You know, people like to play it differently. Some people is like, well, there's no second ban phase, so we might as well just pull off our protect map early on, and other people are like, it's a nice safe pick if you want to get some momentum back in the match. But yeah, no, this is hidden. I think it's about 160 BPM, so I would say more alternating style. It's AR 9.4, not too dense with the BPM. But what it really comes down is the more linear, flowy burst patterns that you get to see in this map, and then like at the end of each Kia you see a longer stream that does accelerate it slightly, which can be a little bit difficult with hidden on. But yeah, no, again, of course, I should be on Chukas and Lovejohn, but it's gonna be interesting to see how Realcy and Simon gets to perform here on a pool probably this difficult compared to their skill. The guy already predicting the Lovejohn FC, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. This is definitely something Lovejohn would be able to FC probably 7 out of 10 times. And then 2 out of 8 he would just complain, or 2 out of 10 he would be complaining about a slider break. And absolutely already straight into it. Oh my god, this is a new skin. Everything is so big. This is amazing. I can actually see the accuracy and score. What is this? And combo. Holy, it's big. Alright, well, of course, not too surprising, the Realcy and Simon has already been finding misses, but, you know, again, I should be on Chukas and Lovejohn, who are both currently holding the FC. And it's actually Chukas right now with the better accuracy. So honestly, like, it would be so funny if both Chukas and Lovejohn managed, like, FC with the same accuracy, and it would actually come down to Realcy and Simon having to pull it home for their teammates. Oh, and it's actually Lovejohn with the early slider breaks by the look of it, on absolutely nothing. So it's actually Chugas now who's going to be running away with it. It is a long map, but Chugas does actually finally trade it. Thank God. That could have been terrible. Chugas struggling a little bit on that burst. Losing a lot of accuracy, giving Lovejohn the advantage right now. Oh my God, Simon and Realcy. That's a lot of red. Oh God, Simon, come on. You got this, man. You just have to be a little bit behind the circles, and yeah, now into the burst, the 1-6 burst, I think they're called. Lovejohn has been holding on since his slider break, and Chugas as well since his miss. Never mind, Chugas does find another miss, and now we get to see why Lovejohn and Simon protected this map. This is where Lovejohn gets to pop off and take this one home for his team. Oh, Simon, my God, I cannot imagine him having too much of a good time, but it must be a blessing to know that you have Lovejohn on your side. Yeah, you definitely do see Realty being the better of the two 6 digits. No, it's not that much of a difference, you know. If you're this down, you know, it is only a 6k score difference. But, you know, sometimes you do see a map coming down to the wire, but I don't think it's going to be this time around, not on the hidden free. Lovejohn has found another miss, but he is still holding a near 99% accuracy, sitting currently 100k score above TrueCast. And you know, that's where you also see the score difference. If you do look down in the middle at the bottom, you do see a 97k score difference right now in favor of Lovejohn and Simon. And with less than half of the map left, if TrueCast got one hell of a task ahead of him, I don't think it's possible as Lovejohn and TrueCast currently holding the same combo. But, you know, Realzy has been building up his lead compared to his fellow 6-digit. He is almost sitting on a 10k score lead higher than Simon. So Realzy, you know, he's definitely doing his weight here. If that's the way you want to look at it. But yeah, not too much was expected from TrueCast or Realzy on this map. This was the protected map pick from Simon and Lovejohn, so it is usually what you expect to be pretty one-sided, or the most one-sided map in the match for either team. Yeah, I guess honestly, I see Shiro as well saying that the circles do look small in this layout, and that's true. It could be looking like some CS 6.5 shenanigans, but it is a CS 4.5, so a little bit smaller than your typical CS4, but it ain't that bad. This is what most players are very comfortable on. And yeah, Lovejohn actually managed to get to the 99% accuracy, ending with a really nice combo of 900, managing to get almost 600k. So yeah, this is exactly what you expected from Lovejohn. That's a really nice score. Only 2 misses, 99 ag. Lovejohn is back, baby. Holy. This is not the guy we saw last weekend. That is a really, really nice accuracy. Can't be said. You can't say the same about his teammate sitting on 49% accuracy, but I'm sure Simon, you know, he gave it his all. And, you know, he didn't need to do more, but, you know, well played, well played. And Chugas, of course, you know, still managing to pull up 320k. Not too shabby. But, again, nothing was expected from them. And now, instantly, Chugas picking DT2, going into their own map protect here. Looking to get the momentum back, make it 1-1. Yeah. Simon did carry that one. Honestly, it was quite a show. But this one could be interesting, you know. If anything, I don't actually, yeah, probably not. It probably couldn't be interesting. I was gonna say, you know, Lovejohn can probably play this, but I am seeing a guy calling, probably cheering for his homeboy Simon, saying he's gonna 1v3 this, but I'm not sure on the accuracy on this one. This one's gonna be a bit tough. You know, Lovejohn can definitely pull something off here if it was in this accuracy win condition. But yeah, no, our eyes are definitely gonna be on Realcy and Simon this time around. Well, Simon and Realcy, how much can you do for your teammate now? It's all about accuracy. We don't care about your combo. We don't care about your total score. We only care about your accuracy. This is what a rhythm game is about. It's about tapping to the circles in the right rhythm. Can you do it? And it's looking a little tight actually right now between Realcy and Simon. Hold up. It's actually very close. Lovejohn a little bit above TrueCast in the accuracy. Wait, Realcy and Simon is so close to each other. Is it actually? There's no way. Okay, Realcy getting a little bit further up in accuracy now. It is moving so fast. Lovejohn is about 3% accuracy behind TrueCast, so that is to be expected. But honestly, okay, so far, you know, gotten a little bit further into the map. It is a short map, almost halfway into it, but things are stabilizing just slightly with the accuracy. But it's not that Simon nor Lovejohn is far behind either Chugas or Realcy. Oh my god, it's so amazing I can actually see the accuracy now. But yeah, no, it is looking like Chugas and Realcy will taking this one home. As you get further into the map, you know, the accuracy does tend to stabilize a lot more as you have pressed more circles. And yeah, Realcy looking to be the more comfortable player now. At the start, it did look a bit interesting between him and Simon, but Realcy is proving himself to be the better tapping player as of now between the two 6 digits. And of course, you know, you did expect Chugas to perform better on the tapping map than Lovejohn. I don't think Chugas would ever live it down if he lost it to Lovejohn. Potentially. Lovejohn is kind of a goated 5-digit player, you can't lie. One of the absolute best performer, well, he was the best performer on the 5-digit World Cup team for Denmark, and he was one of the best performers of all players. We're talking about Lovejohn in the 5-digit World Cup. Absolutely disgusting D-ranker. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Realcy and Chugas will be taking that one home as both players kind of beat their opponent on the other side of the board in accuracy. But honestly, a lot closer than I thought. You know, it's not like both players was far behind. It's probably one of the closer ones. So honestly, a very balanced matchup so far, but still early days. It is first to 6 to win this one. Could be a long one. But of course, it was Chugas and Realcy's protect pick, so they were just looking to equalize the score early on. And we're gonna go back to Lovejohn and Simon's map pick here. And what do you go for? Surely you go for Lovejohn's strength. So we still have the 3-mod. Actually, no, because the 3-mod 2 got banned. I'm still not sure why, but it is what it is. We have the no mod 3 still. We have the hidden 2, could be interesting because Chugas can definitely play that as well. What? Huh? RDOC 2? Wait, what? Wait. That is interesting. I've never seen Lovejohn pick into Hard Rock. He is usually a resident Hard Rock hater. Whenever I play tournaments with this guy, he's like, yes, anything but Hard Rock. And now he picks it himself? That is interesting. You know, kind of mind-blowing me here. I did not see this one coming. You know, he hates it, but sure, he can still play it. You know, don't get me wrong. Lovejohn can definitely play Hard Rock, but he just doesn't, he's not too comfortable with it and doesn't like it too much. But no, it is the Hard Rock 2. It is your small circles. It is going to be CS 6.5 with Hard Rock. Only 170 BPM. It's a bit more flowy, aimy, flowy, bursty. So it's definitely within Lovejohn's comfortable range. Yeah, Lovejohn trying to prove how sick he is. You know, you got something to prove compared to last time. Getting a C score no mod 1. My God. You'll never live it down, Lovejohn, but getting straight into it. This one could be interesting. But then again, I'm not sure how comfortable Chugas is with Hard Rock either. Again, usually not your Hard Rock player. But, you know, that's not to say they can't play it. Simon, Realcy, finding lots of misses is to be expected. Realcy again, doing the better of the two. But now I should be on Chugas and Lovejohn, who are both holding the full combo. Accuracy nearly identical, slightly advantage for Lovejohn. So any early misses could be devastating. Oh god, you can definitely see Simon and Realcy not being too comfortable with these smaller circles. A lot of miss-aim. Yeah, you gotta hold real tight to the tablet or mouse. I don't know, I'm not sure what they're playing. I know Lovejohn is a mouse player for sure though. Lovejohn Chugas still holding on. You know, this could get quite dangerous. Accuracy. Oh no, Lovejohn does fall first. And Chugas is holding on. This is not what you want to see on your own second pick here. And Chugas actually trades it. This could get really close. Realcy might actually be able to do some work here as well for his team. Sitting, what, a 6k ahead of his own 6-digit opponent. This Lovejohn now with a slight combo advantage, but the lead is actually building up for Realcy and Chukas. Probably due to the accuracy difference between the Realcy, or no, not Realcy. Oh, Lovejohn does find a miss, but I meant Lovejohn and Chukas, my god. Now Chugas is holding on to the combo, looking to further increase this lead, which is currently sitting on 40k. It is a very short map, actually. I kind of forgot. We're almost in the last quarter of the map. And Chuga's still holding combo. This is not looking good for Lovejohn and Simon. Yeah, I think it might already be done. Actually, Lovejohn's sitting on a slight combo, but I don't know. It's already a 100k score difference right now, and Chugas is just holding on to that 448 combo. And his accuracy is 2% better than Lovejohn's. So yeah, with that miss from Lovejohn is absolutely over now. Absolutely beautiful score from Chugas. Only finding one. Is it only one miss? It might actually only been one miss from Chugas. It's a really nice performance. Well, that was a second if any. But still, 500k from Chugas. That is not a bad score on the Hard Rock 2. That is well played. So yeah, I wasn't too sure about this pick from Lovejohn. You know, I questioned it at the start. Sure, he did manage to get like 350k, but if you want to go into a map, you know, I would feel like it's something like I feel like there are still maps in this pool that Lovejohn could probably FC. So I'm not entirely sure about this Hard Rock 2 play. You know, I saw Subu saying Lovejohn out here trying to prove how Sigma he is, but I guess he proved how much of a beta he is losing that. On God, for real. Yeah, maybe I can probably come. I think I want to kind of commentate all matches today. I ain't got any plans on this Saturday night. Losing hour for real, on God. Well, more DT free. Oh God, this map is terrifying. Oh, I feel bad for. This is like you gotta be really comfortable on 215 BPM tapping and reading 10.3. The finger control on this map is brutal. And like if you can't tap it, it's over. If you can't read it, it's over. It's really sick map, but my God, it is difficult. Like you gotta be very good at this specific skill set if you want to be able to pull off a good score. It is so easy to shit miss on this. So I feel like Simon and Realcy, you know, they will have a difficult time. I think Realcy, you know, of anyone of 6 digits, I think he does grind on 10.3. You know, he keeps trying to send me scores he gotten on like 7 stars, aim slop with DT. But yeah, like again, eyes on Chukas, Lovejohn. Both players can definitely play this. Okay, nice smiley. I know Lovejohn always want attention to. Oh my God, what happened to his painting smiley, man? My God, Lovejohn. If you got to do that again, you got to do it better, more clean, please. That was not clean, but yeah. Wait, Realcy actually holding combo through the start. Simon finding a miss. Realcy actually pulling his own weight right now. My God, he's holding combo. This is huge. My God, no, he does find a miss, but that was not too shabby. You know, having no expectations, and compared to Simon, Realcy really held a combo there, but now falling apart, and Lovejohn does join Realcy on the miss, unfortunately, and it's Chugas, you know, still sitting on a 97% accuracy, holding the full combo, going into the first key eye. This is where it gets really difficult. But looking at the accuracy already on a map like this early on from Chugas, it just shows how comfortable he is. Sure, he does find a miss, but that's what this map is about, you know. You so easily find slider breaks on these patterns. It's so difficult to hold patterns. Those 1/3 as well. Like, this is such a brutal map. It's really hard to expect anyone to FC this, unless your name is Dever, Beast Jonah, Pablo, and Sobo. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm expecting FC from those guys. But actually, same combo for Lovejohn and Chugas right now, but that accuracy from Chugas and managing to hold on to the bigger combo at the start, you know, it's really pulling it home for him and Realcy right now. Going into the second key eye, you know, Lovejohn will have to hold on. It's the last quarter. It's a short map. I don't even think, even if Lovejohn holds on, I don't know if there's a chance. Rilsey, Simon, both of them kind of struggling. Simon definitely the biggest struggler of the two. Nearly sitting on a 50% accuracy. You know, it kind of hurts to see it when these players, you know, have to play maps that are so much more difficult. You know, some people enjoy it, but like, you know, I don't want these players to get demotivated. You know, it was an open rank and all Danish players was invited, so it's awesome to see them participate. And I hope it only motivates them to keep grinding their skill ceiling. Because the RDOC will be coming up probably later this year, and you know, I'm hoping to see all of these players once again. But yeah, no, that was a comfortable win for Chugas and Real C. Chugas really pulling this one home for his team. Another 500k. Wait, actually, did Lofton get on? Lofton actually managed to get on 450. I was yabbing too much. I didn't even pay attention. I think Lofton was actually holding on through the ending or what? Wait, what happened? How did it get so close? My God. Well, honestly, Real C actually doing some work as well, getting like what for 25k more than Simon. So that has to be noticed as well. But Lofton actually, you know, with a B score, managing to almost catch up to Chukas, which kind of looked interesting. Yeah, Lofton got to log in, and he kind of did on the ending of that map, honestly. But yeah, no, unfortunately, there wasn't enough map left for Lofton to pull home the breakpoint here. Because they are going to need one if they want to win, or take it to tiebreaker. And there it is, the Nomad free. No, it is only 120 BPM, so it's like, if you're a good tapping player, you can definitely single tap this. Honestly, I think a lot more people would be comfortable single tapping this. I'm not sure if Chukas is a single tap player or an alternating player. But I guess we'll see. I would love to see people single tap this. You know, just because I'm a bit skeptical of putting this on a Nomad free. It is an absolutely banger, you know, you always appreciate whenever felts get on. But the BPM, you know, it doesn't really fit well within the alternating. It's just a tiny bit too slow. In my own humble opinion, but you know, I am just one man. It is a banger though, so you know, I'm not mad. I am not mad. Like I'm actually happy with this. I can single tap this. So this is a good this is a good Nomad free for me. But yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be the same for the actually experienced alternating player. But again, like, it doesn't matter. Oh, I was gonna say Lofton should be feeling at home, but he is the first one to find a miss between him and Chukas. We are seeing Simon once again struggling a little bit more than Realty on this. Is that another miss for Lofton? My God, bro, log in. You ain't got more. You ain't got more hour to lose, bruh. But it's long map. I think it is. Yeah, it's 3 minutes and 46 seconds. So plenty of time to come back into this. But you will need to see a miss from Chukas for surely. Like if Chukas FCs this, that would be absolutely insane. Not that I'm expecting a bad score from Chukas. He can definitely play this. But you would expect Lofton to be the more comfortable player. And there is the miss from Chukas, and Lofton does hit the entry to the key eye section. It is an accuracy advantage for Chugas though, but Chugas finding more misses in this key eye section, and this is where Lofton really gets to shine. Real C. Wait, Simon has actually caught up to Real C in accuracy and score. Oh, wait, what? I guess Real C really just fell apart in the key eye section. It looked a bit more comfortable than Simon at the beginning, but now Simon has found himself. They're actually almost matching accuracy now in score. Those two guys definitely having their battle of their own. And honestly, maybe Chukas has to join them, because right now Lofton is running away with this combo, looking to 1v2. Wait, yeah, what? Simon is single tapping. That's my goat. Holy, goat Simon, my guy. Holy. Oh no, now he's alternating. I swear he was just single tapping. No, just as I call him out. There's no way. Well, Lofton is still holding. Over halfway into the map. Lofton has only found, I think, 2 misses at the start, and now Chuga's lost his combo. So I do think this is when Lofton will be running away with it. But Jesus, Chuga's accuracy is just too good. Like, Chuga's is beating Lofton on the accuracy. Has to be mentioned. But unfortunately, Chugas cannot find any combo. And this is when combo gaming gets to shine. Lofton, last quarter, will he be able to hold on to the full combo? Well, not full combo. His combo. He did miss at the start, unfortunately. And into the last KI section of the map. Eyes on Lofton. This one is pretty much a done deal, but can Lofton manage to see the rest? Man, like I want a Kino to watch this match and like think, wow, this is what Lofton could have done in my match, and instead he got a C score on the Nomad one. That must feel terrible. Oh man. I don't know who to feel worse for, Lofton or Kino. 2 different scenarios, but both must feel terrible. But yeah, no, of course, Lofton FCing the rest. 755k score from Lofton. This is his bread and butter, you know, this is where he shines, and he really, like, he should have been an FC, to be honest. I don't know how he got those misses in the start, perhaps tactical. Can't be too sure about that, but yeah, of course, he's just runs away with it ever since then. Nah, Basic. I'm sure he's happy to be on team with you. You know, all of a sudden you saw Aquino being like, wait, can I still play? Pretty please? Hey man, I would say that as well if I knew I had you as teammate. And it's not to shit on Aquino, man. It's just a dumb situation, honestly. But yeah, thank God. Team Blue does get another point, but again, we will need to see a breakpoint. I do think there are some options out there. But I think Chugas just has so many options still. You know, there's more Hard Rock. You know, we just saw how comfortable Chugas is on Hard Rock. We still have the Hard Rock 3, the Hard Rock 1. But Fremont, I think those are also good picks for Lofton Team Blue. There's a lot of options here for breakpoints on it for either side. But yeah, the Nomad 2. Again, something Lofton says he hates, but yet can still play. But I do think Chugas is definitely the more comfortable player of the two on the Nomad 2. Kubi is the go, man. He's streaming this match for us, so we can actually witness this hopefully exciting match so far. Good match. Can't complain. And now for the number 2, the unranked version 1. By the way, guys, why? Aura. But yeah, for those who don't know, this was the number 2 as well for. Oh no, not number 2. I keep saying number 2, but it was like the Fremont 1 or something for the OWC in the group stage, I believe. If I'm not entirely, yeah, in the group stage. So yeah, if you watch Denmark play, you got to witness the Danish players go ham on this. Well, not really, but if I remember correctly, I think Polly did play the hidden Hard Rock and Beast Jonah on the hidden, and then Sobur. And then I don't remember the last one on the Nomad. But it is a banger song, you know. Always love to listen to some EB Mayo, however that is pronounced. I don't know, but I absolutely love their songs. Yeah, Fremont 2, there we go. Anyway, Chugas, he is the one to carry this one. It is their pick. Chugas is a very comfortable Nomad 2 player. But after all, it is Nomad 2 mark. So don't get too surprised if Lofton gets to pop off on this as well. You know, Rilsey and Simon, you know, this is where they learn about Danish culture. It is on the Nomad 2. If you can't perform on the Nomad 2, you do not deserve to be on the Danish teams. Lofton with the first miss though. Maybe he should be thrown off the Danish teams. Chugas holding on, of course. It is a bit tricky. It's not a stamina heavy map. It's a bit more tech streamy. So depending on what kind of stream maps you're into, this map is actually very fun. It's not your usual like farm stream maps where you just see it accelerating left jump with a little chain miss there. Chugas holding on to the 99% accuracy. Looking really comfortable, and I do think he will be taking this one home for his team. Yeah, these streams here can be brutal as well. But not for Chugas, not for Love John. Realcy, Simon struggling to get combo. But actually Realcy, you know, sitting on the 20k score right now. Once again beating his side of the table. But yeah, Chugas gonna go into the little break here with a full combo and near 99% accuracy. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Love John and Simon on this one. And going into the last one, can Chugas FC this? Will this be the first FC we get to see? Surely Chugas gets to shine here. Sure, there's a little spike at the ending. It's not too terrible. And he's looking to FC this. Man, why wasn't he on the OWC team last year? I didn't see Sobo FC. Did Sobo FC this? I don't remember, man. This is a long time ago. Maybe he did. But yeah, Chugas FCs. Let's go. That's huge. That's not a bad score. Did drop a little bit of accuracy. So didn't see this. Damn. But yeah, Lovejohn only managing to get 280k. Not really pulling it out here for his teammate, but you didn't really expect him to. Chugas shouting out Jazz. There you go. Well, Lovejohn and Simon. How are we looking this time around? What are we gonna get into? There's still no mod 4, but then again, I'm not sure how comfortable Lovejohn is on that compared to Chugas. There are some overlapping skill sets there, I would say. And it's a little bit more tapping heavy. It's on the two. Oh, actually, I think it's a terrible map for Lovejohn. There's no way he's gonna go into that. Those like accelerating spacing streams. I don't think Lovejohn will be too comfortable on that. So he does go into Hidden 2, which could be interesting for Chugas and Lovejohn at the very least. I don't think Realzy and Simon has probably touched an AR8 map in their entire Osu career. But then again, this is like your more normal Hidden 2, I would say. Like this is my type of Hidden 2, right? Because it's very easy to side read. There's not too many overlapping patterns. There are some very few rhythm changes, but it's very straightforward. So if anything, you know, this is well, I wouldn't say a good entry point because it's still 6 stars. So I don't think Realzy nor Simon is gonna have a good time on this, but I do think Chugas and Lovejohn will be able to perform really, really well on this. And both players, wait, and also this is a fucking VTuber song. I got baited, by the way. You know, I was talking with Chaz about the pool, not about the maps, but I was he confronted me and said, "Don't worry, Micro. There are no VTubers in this pool, no K-pop," and I was so happy. I was so excited. Unfortunately, I got baited though, and this one got thrown in at the last moment. Chugas with the first miss of between Lovejohn and himself, but very, very early days. Though you do want to look very comfortable if you want to take Lovejohn on a Hidden 2. Wait, Realcy is holding combo. Never mind. He was though. He's holding a little bit of combo here and then. He's holding more combo than Simon, has to be mentioned. Lovejohn sitting on a decent accuracy, as I was going to say 99, but it did just drop. Chugas finding a miss on the triples, but so does Lovejohn. Trades it almost instantly. course, Tixie comes in here and says, "Banger, man." My God, Chukas finding a chain miss on that burst. Lovejohn does manage to hit it. That's gonna be favoring them and giving them a huge advantage. Yeah, Chukas not looking too comfortable, not getting too much combo. And Lovejohn himself finding some misses. But he is holding the accuracy up. He is sitting on a 50k score lead ahead of Chukas. Pretty much that is the score lead for their team, Realcy and Simon. You know, honestly, I would have loved to see Norkill play these guys on the hidden too. Now that would be a match. 4k, nearly 5k from Realcy, nearly 4k for Simon. These guys really pouring the heart out here. 29% accuracy for Simon. Oh my God, he hit 3. I'm seeing a couple of hundreds and 50s for Simon. You know, it's very exciting to see him hit some. Lovejohn does find a miss though, and Chugas is holding on a little combo. It's already a big score lead right now, and Chugas hasn't been looking too consistent on this map, so he really has to pull it off. Another miss from Lovejohn is actually kind of huge though. Yeah, they are Mr. Pizza. Mr. Pizza 3000. Crazy name, by the way. Is that an Amogus? Holy. Alright. You just won some points there, Rosie. That was beautiful Amogus. I can't lie. You know, you might as well, you know, do some drawing when you can't hit the circles. Well, Chugas is holding on. Another miss. Wait. Hold up. There's no way. Oh, okay. Chugas does find a miss. For a second, I thought if he managed to hold on to the end, there was actually a big chance for Chugas to take this one home. But with that miss from Chugas, I think it might be a done deal. It is a 50k score difference right now. I don't think neither Lovejohn or Chugas is gonna join the ranks of Realcy and Simon and just missing on, you know, 80% of the notes. My God. Those are warriors down there at the bottom, man. Realcy and Simon really fighting through this one. And yeah, Lovejohn will be taking this one home for his team. That is huge. So far, only one mispick, and you know, it was the pick I was most questionable about. It was the Hard Rock 2 that Team Blue managed to lose. I swear to God, if they lose because of that pick, I am hitting Lovejohn's DMs. And I will say things I can't say live on stream. That's as much as I can say. But yeah, no, that was a very nice score. Only 8 misses from Lovejohn. You know, even though you know, Chuga's not too far. Well, I say not too far. It's still a 90k score difference, to be honest, which you know can look pretty one-sided, but still some good scores. A Realcy getting 70 less misses than Simon, you know, so that is quite something. Chuga's out of picks. I don't know, man. Hard Rock is still there. You know, you just gotta think back. Chugas, there's no way you considered taking a hidden 2 against Lovejohn. What is wrong with you? Did you hit your brain when you were born? Like, what is this? I'm sorry, shouldn't say that. But no, Chugas, like, you still got the Hard Rocks, man. Like, you look so much more comfortable on Hard Rock than Lovejohn. So I would say a Hard Rock 3 here wouldn't be too bad. Sure, it's a little bit more on the tech side, but it's a little tapping heavy as well. So I think you would be very comfortable on that compared to Lovejohn. You know, I'm not out here being their captain, so hopefully they're not listening to the streams as I'm giving away, you know, their opponent's weakness. Come on, guys. I need you to pick another song so I don't have to listen to this goddamn trash. Please. Please. Are they gonna go Nomad 4? Oh, okay. Mans just rolls it, goes for the Nomad 4. I think this could be a good pick. I don't think Lovejohn's gonna be too comfortable on the streams. But honestly, those streams can be really tricky to hit. Honestly, the streams are almost more difficult than the tech part. Can't lie. Alright, yeah, I should probably translate this for the guys. My bad. Apologies, guys. I kind of forgot that they're speaking in, or they're typing in Danish. Ugly ass language. Yeah, this one could get interesting. But yeah, definitely one of your higher BPM Nomad 4s. The tapping really just comes into play at those like space accelerating streams, man. Those are brutal. Some tricky sliders as well, with some slider ticks in it you have to be aware of. But not too difficult. For at least the well, okay, both Chukas and Lovejohn finding a miss on the first accelerating stream there. So yeah. I think that is what's gonna be challenging these players. I don't think the actual like slider ticks, following the sliders here, is what's gonna be really difficult. Chukas is the first one to find the slider break though, I believe it was. Lovejohn is holding on now. Realcy, Simon once again having their own battle down here where Realcy is looking to be the favorite. Wait, Realcy, Simon just hit that stream though. What? Simon actually just hit it. So did Lovejohn though. So he is still holding on to the combo since the first miss from the start. But my god, I saw that, Simon. I saw that. You hit that, man. My man. That's huge. Chukas struggling to get combo. This might be their miss pick here. You know, he rolled for it. My guy was out here gambling. Lovejohn does finally find a miss though, but it's a short map. Already halfway into it. Chukas hasn't been finding any combo whatsoever. Bro gamble and he lost it by the looks of it. Okay, Lovejohn with a miss. Now Chukas with a little combo. He will have to hold on though. Lovejohn keeps finding misses now, actually. It would be crazy if Chukas actually just takes this one home now. Surely. Ain't no way. Oh, there it goes. Unfortunately, Chukas does find a miss. And with only a quarter left on this map, I'm not sure if there's any time for Chukas and Realcy to get back into this one. It is a 90k score difference right now. With Lovejohn holding the bigger combo, he will just have to collapse. So at this point, my eyes are going to be glued on Realcy and Simon. These guys, these warriors, man, they're fighting it on. 60% accuracy for Realcy, a 56% accuracy for Simon. But still, you know, even with this accuracy disadvantage for Simon, he is nearly holding the same score as Realcy, as I think Simon has actually been the better player to hold combo in this map between him and Realcy. But yeah, breakpoint for Team Blue here for Lovejohn and Simon, an important point, something they really needed if they wanted to get to tiebreaker or take home the match. As both teams are only 1 point away from match point. You know, so now that you mention it, it does sound like I'm saying Simone. Simone? Oh god. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know, man. These names, man. Why can't it just be like Sobo is so simple, man. You can't fuck that one up. Like please. Why these fancy names, man? My little brain can't handle it. Well, 3-mod-3. And now I have to remember what this map is. I think it's a little tech alternating, tech heavy. It's I have to think. It's like slider, Amy, alternate Amy. Like it's 106 BPM, so it's not that big of a name. Map. Yo, Sexy, get out of here. Get out. You've had like 5 different names. Auto Fister? Really? Auto Fister? Tixie? Auto Fister? Like when I first read that, I thought it meant like you were auto fisting people, man. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there, dude. I didn't know it was like 2 different VTubers. Shiro. Really? Shiro? There's no way. It's crazy, man. People and names and pronunciations. Well, Chukas. That was a bad pick. Lovejohn. Simon. I'm just gonna call him. Or maybe it is Simone. Maybe it is a girl, man. I don't know. I haven't asked. Maybe I should just call them they, them. Yeah, there ain't no way. Well, unless. Maybe. You never know. You never know with OSU players, man. But yeah. 3-mod. Free. Hard Rock on Simon. Hard Rock on Realcy. Okay. So we're actually seeing the carry players taking their respective mod here on the free mod free. Not to wait, no. Am I tripping? Okay, I just thought I saw 2 guys for Hard Rock. I'm fucking tripping. I was just looking away for a second. I am sorry. It is 2 guys and Lofton with hidden, as I was expected. Okay, okay, all is good, all is good. Maybe, I don't know. Did I trip? I don't know. Well, Jugas is the first one to find a miss, but no, he's not the first one. Actually, Lofton did find an early miss as well. So it's looking pretty tight between the two. I was yapping a little bit too much about my own mistakes. But yeah, pretty close right now between Jugas and Lofton. Not too much of a difference after the first quarter into the map. And this map, you know, it's the Ki section, it's no chill. So easy to find a slider break or a miss on the aim sections. Right now, only 5k score difference right now. Actually, Realcy is almost the one making sure they have the lead. Sitting on a 3k score. Lockdown. Yeah. Stop painting, man. Focus on the map. You gotta log in right now, Lockdown. It's a really close match or map right now. And honestly, Realcy does find a miss. Honestly, maybe RI should be clued on Simon and Realcy, as Realcy, you know, he's helping on the score lead right now quite significantly, being a third of the score lead. Lofton is sitting on the better accuracy though, has to be mentioned, and a slightly bigger combo. It can turn really wait. Yeah, no, it's been turning around, yeah. Lofton is both hits the burst or stream, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, this is actually just so close. Like, a miss from Lofton right now would be devastating. And a miss from Chugas, they would throw away their chance of taking this one home. And Chugas is unfortunately the first one to find a miss. And Lofton just holding on now, looking really, really comfortable. Yeah, and just like that, you know, okay, Lofton does actually find a miss though. He does hit the spaced flow. But yeah, no, this one is a done deal. Chugas unfortunately finding an early miss into the last Ki section, and Lofton just really just managing to hold on to it towards the very end, which did give them the 140k score lead. Yeah, Lofton did find a miss early on with Chugas, unfortunately. But yeah, that's gonna be Lofton and Simon, first team to reach match point, and all eyes on Chugas and Realcy. Thankfully, it is gonna be their own map pick. And what is it gonna be like? This is like, you know, you already thought you were out of maps, so now it's just gonna be even more difficult to kind of figure out what you're gonna go into. Chugas really, you know, has to sit down and be like, what am I most comfortable on? If I can combo anything, what can I combo? And you definitely have to think about Hard Rock here, Chugas. Lovejohn hates Hard Rock. Please. There's 2 Hard Rock maps left. You cannot defeat Lovejohn on Hidden, Chugas. You just can't. He's the GOAT. I'm sorry. It's no debate. You've lost it already. Go Hard Rock. And don't pick DT1 either. Do not go DT1. Lovejohn can definitely play that. You gotta go for Hard Rock here. Trust me. I'm literally giving you the picks here, Chugas. Let me hit your DMs. Oh my god, you go with DT1. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is the most generic, like, DT1 ever. If anything, Lovejohn can so easily, like, FC this, or like, combo this. There's no way, Chugas. There's no way you just picked this against Lovejohn. Oh my, I'm actually tilted. There's no way. There's no way. Dude, I hope Chugas goes in and watch this one. I'm disappointed. I'm fuming. That's crazy. Sure, okay, honestly, I'm kind of excited for, you know, except for Chugas being an absolutely dumbass picking this map. I'm excited for Realcy, you know, he is the DT grinder, you know, DT aim grinder. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can actually sort of perform on this map. But Chugas, if you lose this, I swear to God. But potentially the last map, potentially Team Blue is going to take the breakpoint and win, or we're going to go into tiebreaker. Let's find out. It is Team Red's pick here. Terrible pick, has to be mentioned. But my god, I swear, I guess you guys must be feeling really comfortable in this. You know, there's no way, you know, I was just saying, like, this Lovejohn can easily combo this. And he's sitting on an 84% accuracy. What? Am I just being proven wrong? For the giggles? Well, really actually holding some combo. Oh, Forkleaf does find a miss there. Wait, you know, I said this is where Rilsey gets to really show, but it's actually Simon sitting on the better accuracy. Sure, Rilsey, never known for being your accuracy player. Chugas finding a miss. Lovejohn thankfully had already found a miss, but the accuracy difference right now between Chugas and Lovejohn is actually huge. And honestly, maybe Chugas out here making me eat my own words. Shit. Fuck. Please don't watch the VOD, Chugas. I'm sorry, man. Maybe you were right. Maybe, you know, Unk can be wrong too. I can be wrong. Why is Lovejohn so bad on this? I swear to God, he can play this. There's no way. Like, literally, no mod free. It's the same BPM. And Lovejohn can read this AR. What is happening? There's no way. Lovejohn... Wait, okay, Lovejohn's just sitting on a slider break. Okay, he is sitting on a bigger combo right now, but that accuracy difference is just doing so much work for Chugas right now. Chugas sitting on a 98.4% accuracy, doing heavy lifting for him right now. Oh, well, he's gonna need to do more lifting right now as Chugas finds another miss, and this is exactly what I was scared of. But maybe the accuracy is gonna do the work. I don't know. It is... Oh god, that lead is disappearing, and it's disappearing fast. There's still a quarter left on this map. We're gonna need to see a miss from Lovejohn now if Chugas... Oh my god, and there it is! Holy. Oh, that was getting a little bit too close. But now, with the accuracy from Chugas, it should be a comfortable win now. And that is exactly what I was scared of. Lovejohn just comboing. I was thinking it was going to be with a better act, but it wasn't the case. You know, I did just say he was going to be able to combo it, and combo Lovejohn did. So I wasn't wrong at the end of the day. But my god, thank god Chugas is out here benching like 100 kilos. I don't know, man. Like, Chugas accuracy definitely doing all the heavy lifting. And honestly, you know, my eyes were glued on Chugas and Lovejohn there because it was so close. Rilsey, you know, out here actually doing heavy work himself, getting 35k score more than Simon, contributing heavily to the lead, which was only like what on 70k. So he's actually doing like 50% of the workout. But guys, we got a fucking tiebreaker. Holy! I was too busy shitting on Chugas for the map pick, but man, making me eat my own words. Thankfully, because Lovejohn did find a miss towards the end there. Lovejohn almost combo gaming the shit out of this map. But thankfully, Lovejohn found a miss and Chugas just managing to get a really good accuracy. And then, of course, Rilsey, you know, pulling off a nice score for himself. But yeah, tiebreaker time. First tiebreaker we get to see in this tournament, in the Royal Danish Osu Cup doubles. As we didn't see any tiebreakers last week, yeah, this will be the first one. A banger song. Now I have to remember it. A bit slider heavy, and tapping heavy if I remember correctly. So I think this is definitely going to be fitting well to Chugas' skill sets. But we did wait, now I have to remember. Yeah, no, we did see Lovejohn pull it off on No Mod 4, right? Yeah. So this, like, if anything, this has to remind you of, it's definitely the No Mod 4. So, you know, Lovejohn being the best performer on that map, you know, does also look promising for him. Oh, of course, the No Mod 4 being a lot more tricky with slider ticks. This one is a little bit more straightforward. Well, yeah, good luck to all the players. May the best team win. Rilsey, Simon, you know, at this point, you know, they just gotta appreciate getting into a tiebreaker. Always fun. Nerve-breaking as well, has to be mentioned, you know, if you really want to win this match. And this is a loser bracket match, you know. Whoever loses this, they're out. They're done so. They don't get to participate any further. So this map right here, it's for all the marbles. This is where you get to show that you have nerves of steel. Lovejohn, definitely better at nerve handling, I would say, but you guys have been looking so clean. These guys just have too much tournament experience. Lovejohn actually with the first slider break on that. Lovejohn, have you not played this? Was he not there's no way Lovejohn hasn't been playing the tiebreaker. He was not ready for those fast reverse sliders. Realzy holding on to some combo right now. Simon looking to be the one struggling a lot more. Realzy actually holding a little bit, holding a 80% accuracy, a rare sight, to be sure. How long can he hold it? And there it goes. But you know, if you can keep it beyond or above, I should say, 70% accuracy. Well, there it goes. You're getting into the more tapping heavy parts of the map. Lovejohn finding a chain miss. Wait, why did it look like Sugar got missed? But nope, here is when Chugas gets to shine. He is still holding on to the combo. Fortunate misses. Oh, Chugas does find a miss though, but he's still holding on to the accuracy. Accuracy can do a lot of heavy lifting again for Chugas on this map. Can be difficult to combo. Lovejohn just not finding himself in this map. Oh my god. Perhaps a little bit too tapping heavy. Not looking too promising. You would want to see Lovejohn perform a lot better. Early days, sure. Only a quarter into the map. 1/4 left. Oh, 3/4 left. Jesus. But yeah, Lovejohn and Chugas holding just about the same combo right now, but Chugas once again sitting on the better accuracy. Getting into the alternating section, and you know, I was gonna say this is where Lovejohn would get to combo, but he is the first one to find a miss on this section. This is not the Lovejohn we've been seeing in this match. Kind of crumbling here on the tiebreaker. Any other day, any other week, especially on his own setup, he would definitely be able to perform on this, but it's not the case right now. It is Chugas taking this one away. Chugas sitting on a 500 combo right now. 96% accuracy, 40k score, more than Lovejohn. Realzy, once again, performing better than Simon. Simon really out here fighting. Not to say that you're not fighting with a 66% accuracy, but Lovejohn has found some combo, but we will need to see a miss from Chugas if Lovejohn wants to try and pull this one back. Oh my god, Lovejohn did practice it. My god, Lovejohn. How did you get... My god. SMH. SMH, man. No excuses, but yeah, now we get into a really slow section of the map. Like, if you're missing this, I'm looking at you 6 digits too, man. You can't miss this. This is literally a 2-star moment. If you miss on this, you miss on a 2-star. I'm just saying, man. No pressure. No pressure, man. Sure, it's a tiebreaker. The pressure can't be high. Oh my god, Simon, no! Okay, honestly, those jumps are a little bit worse. It's respectable. Realzy is hitting it, though. Don't want to take the attention away from Simon and Realzy, but no, we're getting into the last quarter of the map. Lovejohn, he is looking, he has to hold going into it. I think there's a stream going into it. I think it starts out tapping heavy, so could be a little dangerous for Lovejohn. Chugas looking ever so comfortable, has reached 1100 combo. Of course, Lovejohn not far behind, only 300 combo behind, but we're gonna need to see a miss from Chugas, and we need to see it soon, and then we just need to see Lovejohn pop off. And that's gonna be so hard, but if anybody can do it, it is Lovejohn. But for that to happen, we're gonna need to see Chugas miss, and I'm sure he doesn't want to. Oh no! Both players does find a miss. Sure, Chugas finds a miss, but so does Lovejohn, and that was the stream that he had to hit, and it's so hard to hit. And now I just don't know if there's any time left. Oh, that is so unfortunate. It is a 100k score lead right now for Chugas and Realzy going into the last quarter. And Lovejohn and Chugas trading on the exact same stream. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. I don't want to throw it away already, but it is a done deal. As Chugas and Realzy is just getting more and more score. And I do not think, I know they are going to be taking this one home. Chugas, who was so scared of having to face Beast Jonah in the loser brackets, he couldn't stop yapping about it for an hour. up until the actual pairing up. Has to go up against Lofton instead. An almost equal terrifying player as V Shona. And yeah, it ended up going all the way, and it will be Chugas and Realcy continuing in this tournament. And unfortunately, this will be the last of Lovejohn and Simon for this time around. Maybe Lovejohn kind of happy with it, you know. Can't say that, you know. I think he did want to perform for his teammate this time around, and you know what? He absolutely did. He absolutely did try to do some absolute heavy lifting, considering that he's not at his own setup right now. A much better show off for Lovejohn compared to last week, but not enough to beat Chugas and Realcy. And yeah, well played to Chugas and Realcy. Same has to be said about Simon and Lovejohn, you know. Simon and Realcy, you know, they out here struggling, and Realcy gets to live another week where he gets to really struggle. But you know, it's admirable. I do respect the hustle. I can't lie. I am though sad, of course, already having to say goodbye to Lovejohn, but that's, you know, that's the format we're playing. It is the gambling format, of course. But you know, Lovejohn, you know, not managing to beat an equal opponent as Chugas, you know. Unfortunately, on the tiebreaker. Really close, really close. Well played, again, to all teams, and of course excited that we get to see Chugas and Realcy again next week. But yeah, no, unfortunate. Has to say goodbye to Simon and my 5-digit goat, Lovejohn. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I think we have more matches tonight, hopefully. Where I get to, I'll probably try and see if I can commentate those as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you to the players for playing. Thank you to the ref, and thank you for Kubi for streaming. That's gonna be it for this. For now, I see in 2 hours and 3 hours we have some more matches. I think I can tell you Peran is on one of the teams, and I think she's teamed up with Mendes. And I think, if I'm not entirely wrong, they're gonna be playing. No, they can't be playing Norkill. I'm not entirely sure who they're gonna be playing. Oh my god, I can see the names. Oh my god, that's amazing. Alright, go back, streamer. Go back to that one. I want to see it again. Oh, these are oh god damn it. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it. Wait, oh right, we commentated that match Wednesday. Right. How could I forget? I was there. Huh. Interesting. Well, wait. So who is team 2 and 7? Can we see that? Holy, we can. Draco Kev versus VIP Fell and Cetas? Oh, that could be an interesting one as well. I definitely think Team Blue, or yeah, Team 7 has to imagine Cetas being a lot better. Not a lot better, but yeah, better and more experienced than Draco. So yeah, maybe if that match gets streams, be sure to tune in. But yeah, that's gonna be enough yapping from me. I'll probably see you guys later tonight. Take care. Have a nice Saturday. Ciao, ciao. It's an ace.